Hi, this is Camdyn with the Precision Rifle Series. I'm out here with my Rimfire rifle and I'm going to walk you through the process of zeroing a Rimfire rifle, truing it up, and getting data. So first, unlike centerfire rifles where we zero them at 100 yards, we zero Rimfire rifles at 50 yards. While I'm doing that and ensuring that I'm good to go, I have the Garmin Zero chronograph set up on my rifle. So while I'm shooting, it'll be collecting data. Once I get the data of my bullets, I'm going to insert them into a Kestrel profile, and from there, the Kestrel will help in the truing process. All right, so the Garmin's ready to go. I have a paper target set up at 50 yards. I'm going to send 10 rounds downrange, and we'll see how the data looks when I'm done. Alrighty, so we just walked down to 50 yards to look at our group. This was my group, this was my cold bore shot, and you can see that it then worked its way up to a pretty good zero. Some people may say it's a little bit low, but I was actually aiming for this dark green line that you'll see up on this target. I like to use that because it's more precise than just aiming for the middle of that target. I like to be as precise as I can with my zero. So now that I'm all zeroed at 50 yards, I'm going to take this target out to 100 yards. All right, so I've taken the velocity that the Garmin has given us and inserted it into my Kestrel profile. So now I know what dope to hold at 100 yards. That looks really dang good. That's a good group. Alrighty. That's a really good group. I'm so happy. Look. So that was my very first shot.
That's a hundo.
100 yards. So as you can see, like, elevation is really good. It's not even a tenth low, and then it just pushed to the left because of wind. Here is our group at 100 yards. As you can see, it is pushed to a little bit to the left just because of wind, but elevation is really solid. So far our dope is lining up in our Kestrel. Now we're going to move out to a steel target at 200 yards to check our dope. All right, so this is our 200-yard target. As you can see, there is a water line on it. The purpose of a water line is to make sure that our elevation is consistent and solid. With it being at 200 yards and it being a little bit windy today, we may see some of our shots move along this water line, but as long as our elevation is good, that's all we care about. All right, so I'm going to send some rounds down at 200 yards to see if my dope is lining up in my Kestrel. Oh. So I shot 6 rounds at 200 yards. 4 of them hit higher than the first 2, which means I need to increase my BC to get my dope where I need it to be. By increasing my BC, my shots are now hitting all in the water line. All right, so now I'm trued at 200 yards and my zero is solid at 50. If I were getting ready for a competition, I would true my rifle out to 300 yards and repeat the process we just did in 25-yard increments.